What particular opportunities and challenges does computing present to assessment for learning? Assessment for learning has a close link to formative assessment, although the two are not exactly the same. The focus is to acknowledge what a child can do and to use this to inform your planning. It can be carried out by using questioning and assessing pupil dialogue, giving children written or verbal feedback from marking, or by peer and self assessment. Computing is now in the curriculum as opposed to ICT. It equips pupils to use computational thinking and creativity to understand and change the world. Computing can be used for the technology and it can be used as an opportunity for assessment. Opportunities and challenges is another way of describing the pros and cons or the positives and negatives of something. When teachers are assessing computing, there are many opportunities in doing so, but there are also many challenges they could face. One opportunity in assessing children is to use programs that automatically give children feedback. AGA suggests using these types of programs as the computer responds when a child gets a question right or explains how they could get it right next time. This results in every child receiving feedback every lesson, giving the teacher the time to support individuals when it is needed. Berry adds that blogs are a good way of using technology to give children feedback on their work. Not only does it show children that their teacher is using technology as well, it means that the teacher does not need to print out the children's work, stick it into their books, and then make a comment. Another way to assess children's understanding is by using technical interviews. This is where children can assess one another by using questions and explaining their reasoning, allowing teachers to observe their discussions. Poulter and Basford are in agreement of observing children during computing lessons, as this is time when teachers can see what children can really do. Hall describes computing as a discrete subject and discusses how this is an advantage when it comes to assessing, especially when it comes to computing within other subjects. On the other hand, Berry has given some valid explanations why there are challenges when assessing computing, and he states that as a result of computing generally being planned through other subjects, it can be hard to split the attainment between the two subjects, let alone putting the focus solely on computing. Berry goes on to say that because teachers do not feel confident with their own computing knowledge, they lack in confidence when assessing children's computing understanding. He also explains that because children tend to work collaboratively, it is difficult for the class teacher to establish who has done what work, therefore making assessment harder to carry out. In addition to this, we cannot decipher what children understand through what they do on a computer. Although they may be able to carry out a set task, this does not mean that they understand why they have reached certain outcomes. I was able to participate in assessing ICT in 2013 in a Year 1 class. The assessment took place throughout the whole day and I had to call each child over to the computer and ask them to carry out a number of tasks. I then had to tick whether or not the child could do this. It was a yes/no answer before making a few brief comments. This assessment process was really rushed because the teacher felt that she had to get it done. So, although difficulties with assessment for learning and computing can arise, there are many ways in which we can assess children with ease. We can simply use how we assess other subjects and alter these methods so that they are more suitable for computing. As suggested by Easingwood and Williams, using clear lesson objectives will ensure that the children know what they will be doing throughout the lesson, which in turn will give teachers evidence when they come to assess. In addition to this, assessment should be included when a lesson is being planned, so both the planning and assessment should be linked to each other. This is shown in the planning and delivery assessment cycle, which I will use within my practice.